What's up, guys? DJ Mike James coming at you again. I got another gig log for you. I got a wedding reception. I'm back at the U Hotel. Last time I was here was last November, I think. I'd done a wedding reception there. I'm set up already. I gotta set up, and I'll probably do a teardown video also. But just wanted to let you guys see what I got going on in here. So I'm gonna go shoot some roll here. Alright guys, thanks for watching again as always. Appreciate the likes, comments, and subscriptions. You know, I'll get to you guys with all that. You're watching me set up here for this wedding reception at the U Hotel in Charleston, Illinois. Got a friend of mine helping me set up. It's always a little bit easier to do that. You'll see my my crank stands with my ProX T-Adapters, my ProX booth there as we're getting everything sort of put up here and getting it ready. I did go with a smaller setup. I know I've been talking to some of you guys in the comments about maybe running somewhat of a more elegant setup, so I'm going to run my 4 moving head GOBOs. In this scenario, I'm only running my 2 lasers just because I personally like the laser effects in all of that. And then I'm going to run my 2 new lights that I got. I have not yet done a video on the beam bars. I believe they're unbranded, but you'll see us putting the PVs together, which I need to do a video on those PVXPs. And my wiring harness, which I had to work on a little bit to accommodate the smaller setup. Normally I'd be running, I think it would be like 12 lights if you consider the 4 moving head GOBOs, the 2 Boombox FX2s, the 2 lasers, the 2 UKing spider lights, the 2 Shehd LED football lights, and now the beam bars also, which I thought would be quite a bit of overkill for this event. So it is my first time mounting and getting these beam bars up and running, but I really love the effect of those lights. And again, to run a 6, looks like I'm running an 8 light setup with my above lights. You'll see my ProX Mesa MK2 DJ booth, which we've done a video on. I absolutely love that. It is a phenomenal DJ booth, whether you have that or the multimedia center. I mean, they're both just really high quality, and like I said, I take those to all of my gigs, whether it be the bars or what have you. You guys will see I just put my 42-inch TV up, upgrading from the 32. I know I did the video on that also. Had some technical difficulties with running the TV because I kind of figured that I'd just be able to cast to that television. There were some requests to do some kids songs and stuff for the children, and I found out that when I was casting to my television, it wouldn't run any of the sound into my board, so that became a problem. So what I ended up doing was I ended up coming back later and running HDMI to my TV so I could run my static slideshow. And here's my beautiful wife hanging out with me. She was actually doing some photography, and we had our daughter doing a video for this reception. It was kind of last minute for us, but the groom's mom had gotten ill and was in the hospital and wasn't able to make it, so we kind of went out of our way to make sure that we could capture as much of that as we could. But then that brought up some other issues when we get into the Dragon Touch 4 that I'm using, and I'm not super happy with that camera or the sound quality or any of those other things. And plus we had some other issues with it, which I'm going to try not to get into. But here real soon you're going to see us. I'm just kind of doing a flyover so you guys can see all these lights up and running and on. You know, the 2 lasers, the 4 GOBOs, and the 2 beam bars is all I'm running for lighting, except for up lights, which I do not have them set up in here yet because I was setting up the day before and didn't want to leave those lights just sitting on the floor in there, so I just waited to come and get those and set them up the actual day of the reception. But you're going to get a real good look at some of the lights and my open-ended triangle trussing, my PVXPs. I'm going to kind of sneak behind my booth here, and I know wiring's a little bit of a mess in this, but you know, as it always is, you got to get the wires to the board. However, it's a little better up on the truss because I have all that stuff, you know, ready to go. And like I said, did some work on that harness to eliminate the spiders and the foreign ones, and then add in the beam bars, which I just used the cabling that would have ran the Shehd's LED football lights, which I'm probably not going to run anymore. In fact, I know I'm not going to. Just gonna get set up on my board and my computer. I'm not running a controller right now, although it is in the works for the future for me to get one. I'm really interested in being able to do that as far as the controller, and then the sound quality, of course. You'll see me popping out around the other side here, giving you a good look at how everything's set up, you know, just so you guys can get a good a view of how that all goes down. You got the people sitting up in there. Alright, so this is actually the next day, the day of the wedding. So you can see I got the uplighting up. We got the mini RF1s right there, the Rockville rock wedges. I know I was having some requests to show those lights a little more side by side. Of course, the rock wedge is a 3x18 watt wash light, whereas the RF1 is a 1x12. And you can kind of see the beam angle on there. I mean, it's not terrible, but at the same time, it's it is what it is. Again, I think I'm going to upgrade to the rock wedges simply because there's a good look at the rock wedge and the beam pattern, which looks phenomenal. The wireless DMX in those and the ability to program all of those lights and get them all to do the same thing. Of course, I had just gotten these lights, and that's the one that had the bad battery in it. So as you guys will see some videos that are going to be coming out here, I'm doing a Tech Talk video fixing that battery, and then I'm doing another Tech Talk video showing you guys how to get these rock wedges set up to do exactly what you want them to do. So here's two of the RF1s. They're Rockville products also. We were having some issues with where those lights were being placed, so I had them on that wall there, and the other one, but they had the tables and chairs so close to the wall, I end up moving those over in front of the bridal table, and I just kind of uplit the front of the bridal party table, and that looked actually really good. So I was pretty happy as far as that went. And then of course they're all on remote, so when I kicked those over when we got in the dance mode, it really turned out really nice. But there's a good broad angle there. You can see the rock wedges there just beaming on those walls. Those lights are fantastic.
was made possible by 343 Studios.